This is Kenyon's call out, man. And of course, this week, we're still talking about, you know who I'm calling out this week? Stephen A. Smith. That's right, Stephen A. Smith. You know, you flip-flopping, man. First of all, you was begging to have Shannon Sharp on first take. Like, I want to have Shannon. I want to have Shannon on first take. I think he'd be a great addition. Up here putting it out in the atmosphere, knowing what you were doing, right? And then you bring Shannon Sharp on. I don't know how he got out of the contract, but hey, that's neither here nor there. The non-compete clause, I don't know. I said, there's no way he can be on first take that quick. He was already on there. So, but then now, Stephen A. Smith is like, well, I'm a company man, and what the mouse does, how Disney, I know about Disney. Well, is it your boy? First of all, my boy Shannon Sharp is in the house. Is it your boy? Because as you know, you're not supposed to be snitching on your boy. All right? You don't know what kind of stuff your boy does. I had homeboys that didn't do nothing like that. But I had homeboys do stuff I didn't approve of. Am I out here being like, well, I'm a company man. Yeah, I'm a Mickey Mouse. I go to Disneyland every time I go to LA. And I get to go for free because I'm a Disney employee. So I hope and pray that Shannon Sharp, I hope and pray that Shannon Sharp, he's cleared and exonerated of this. He told me he didn't do it. Shut your mouth, Stephen A. All right? Shut your mouth. Is it a shakedown? Yes, we know it's a shakedown. Shouts out to Red Cafe. Shakedown? We know it's a shakedown, Stephen A. Smith. But why are you backpedaling? How about this? Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth, Stephen A. Smith. Shannon Sharp is in the hot water. He may be losing his job, possibly. He got some muck on him. And you were the one that brought him over to ESPN. You were just slobbering out the mouth just to get Shannon Sharp there. He's only working 2 days a week. Calm your ass down. He's already big. Grandpunk out here doing his thing. So I don't like the fact that Stephen A is on Big Boy and say, well, he's doing a lot of, stuff that I don't know, but I'm just a company man. I want to make sure that my badge works. That's what you worried about, man. Look, Stephen A, you got your money. All right, you got $100 million. Shannon Sharp trying to get to that $100 million contract. I'm just saying, shut your mouth, bruh. All right, like back up. You don't need to tell us and grovel to how, man. I mean, you up here glazing Disney. The glaze is obvious, man. Stephen A is glazing Disney, man. And how does it taste? You got so much glaze. Well, Disney, I know how Disney and Disney and Disney and Disney. Oh, we get that. We know who the parent company is. You know what I mean? Like, why even do that, bruh? You don't need to say that. You just be like, hey, man, unfortunate situation. I hope the Shannon can still be with us. I don't know. You up here calling up the heads of it, and the heads told me to talk on my show. What are you doing? If that you talk to the head of Disney, you don't need to tell us that you talk to the head of Disney. If I'm Shannon Sharp, I'm like, look here, Stephen A, why you do that? Like, why keep my name out your mouth, Stephen A. You keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. I don't care about Jimmy Pitaro. We don't know who. Look, I done heard Jimmy Pitaro's name more than I heard Joe Paterno. Damn, I don't know who he is, but apparently he's the head of Disney. Stephen A, shut your mouth, bro. Just worry about your show. Shannon Sharp will be back or he won't be back. And that's what it is. We all done had a job where somebody's in hot water. All right, let's say they lied because they said they were going to the doctor and they didn't. Or they missed a couple of days of work. Then they just roll back in. And you know what happens when they roll back in? The boss says, come to my office. Come to his office. And you know your friend is in trouble, right? He's on probation. He come back and tell you he's on probation. Then, next thing you know, your friend goes and does it again. A couple of months later, he no-shows to work. And guess what? You were the one that brought that friend on to work. You hooked him up with a job, being a good friend. Guess what? Is it on you to say something? No. I'm like, look, bruh, you know you was already in hot water. Why did you do it again? Just tell me. I ain't got to tell nobody else. What'd you do? Why you didn't take your ass to work? I'm not gonna go up and be like, tell everybody like, yo, man, no, shut your mouth. You just tell me. I just need to know. I ain't giving your ass no job anytime soon. You can believe that. Like, look, I hooked you up, you messed it up, and that's on you. All right, go ahead and say it. That's on you. It ain't on me, bruh.